Runk.
Hey guys, what's up? It's episode 465, is it? Oh, I don't know. It's up there, dude, you know? And we're doing great, guys. Welcome to another episode of Congratulations. $466. Just thought about that. It's 466, episode 466. And even though it said 465 in front of me on my computer, one fire changed it to 466, and I keep saying one, but it's 466. I am back from the road. Dude, I am working really hard. I realize that I'm working very, very hard, and I'm very, very tired. And I do love what I do. So those are all things that are true. I'll be in New Orleans coming up here and Pensacola, Florida. I don't know what's up with Pensacola, but everyone's talking about this Pensacola. They keep getting comments. Yeah, Pensacola. Yeah, I'll be there, Pensacola. So let's go Pensacola. And then your boy goes, oh, dude, international. Oslo, Amsterdam, like 3 shows in Amsterdam, Gothenburg, Copenhagen, Stockholm, London, Dublin. These are all shows that I'm going to be doing internationally. Crystalia.com, the Straight Out of the Multiverse tour. And then I go to Midland, Texas, and Waco, Texas. So I go from the beautiful travelings of all those places and then to Midland, Texas. Now, Midland, Texas, I have been there a few times. What's it like? Don't know. That's one of those places. Even the name of the place, Midland, is get creative a little bit, right? Anyway, then I'll be in Syracuse. I think that's when it starts getting cold. Hamilton, Ontario. The coldness hasn't started yet, really, but there were showers in Springfield, Missouri, which I just, every state kind of has a Springfield, talking about get creative with it, but Springfield, Missouri's cool. And then I was in Tulsa, which was great. So that's that. I was in Tulsa, had a fun show. Tulsa, and, people they're unimaginative. So when I was at the airport, someone was like, what are you doing? Where are you going? And I was like, oh, Tulsa. And they go, psh, sorry. And you don't understand, dude. Tulsa's nice. It's cool. It's up and coming, and places aren't that bad, dude. There are bad places. But don't just say a place is bad just because you think it's bad, right? We all don't know anything. We really don't. I mean, if you go to Tulsa, you can experience Tulsa, but it's like we're supposed to know what's going on in the Middle East. We don't know. Everyone lies. Why would everyone not lie? They have an agenda. They're all going to lie. So don't believe anything you ever hear. That's it. And people say that, and they know that. They know people lie, but they'll still be like, did you hear? Hey, but everyone lies. So you're just using this lie, unless you think it's the truth. But for what reason? Because what? You did research? What? Everything is an echo chamber. We're messed. We're messed. Now they got AI video. We're messed. Did you see that video of Donald Trump talking the other day? And it was like, oh, is this real or AI? We're messed. Yeah. Although maybe he just started reading off the prompter for the first time because, that would seem like it was AI because he just often doesn't talk about how it doesn't go by the script, which is why a lot of people like him. And so, yeah, I was in Tulsa. I did a show, and it was very cool. Carl Lentz and Laura Lentz came out to the show. Great people, inspiring people. Love them. I never met them face to face until that show, and it was just great. Uh, you know, I'm 45. Is it old? Because I was thinking about this. It's way harder to work out, but I heard a guy talking about how he was. Oh, it was Black Rabbit. I'm watching that show on Netflix, which is I really like it. And Jude Law and Patrick Bateman, right? That's it. Yeah, Jason Bateman, not Patrick Bateman. Patrick Bateman is the killer, the American Psycho. Jason Bateman, and I work in mergers and acquisitions. I work in mergers and acquisitions. Not that Patrick Bateman. Jason Bateman and Jude Law. And they play brothers, which is super weird. Jude Law is like, all right, he's British. And then you turn on Netflix and you go, all right, I'll let, it looks like something I'd like. But also Bateman kind of always plays the same guy, kind of. And Jude Law is British. And he's one of those guys that's very British looking and British, very British. So I'm like, they're playing brothers, and Jason Bateman's playing the derelict. So let's see what's up, dude. So hey, Netflix, sup? Download. 5 episodes because I'm flying. Sup? So I play it. Watch, and in the first scene. First episode, I was like, are they doing it? Are they playing? Should Jude Law play the other part? And I'll tell you, it's a great show. Sometimes the way the shows are going, you think about how TV used to be in like 1980, 70, 60. It's like, it's crazy how intricate and character driven everything is now. You go, he's the bad guy. Oh, actually, no. Oh, he's the bad guy. All right. Is he the bad guy, or is he just doing what he thinks is right, but it happens to be wrong for this world? Okay. Right? It's really good. Everyone's an anti-hero pretty much. And it's also, you watch Jason Bateman is just really good. Yeah, he does do a lot of roles the same, but he does it really good. He's great at what he does, and that's fine, dude. That is fine. Everyone doesn't have to be Daniel Day-Lewis. Of course, he does what he does really well, but he has got a range, But there's nothing wrong with absolutely killing what you do. And that's what Jason Bateman does, dude. By the way, he's a good director. He's very funny. And Jude Law is good. He's being a guy from New York, which is a little, he's British, but whatever. This isn't the fucking movie review channel. But what I am saying is it's a great show, and check it out. And it's cool because, Netflix often just puts out toilet shit, shit that belongs in a toilet. And Apple TV will be fucking. I saw this meme the other day. It was like Apple TV will be like they'll be like, yeah, we gave it's got Helen Mirren, Tom Cruise, and Timothy Chalamet in it, and each of their what do you call it? Payrolls. What do you call them? Each of their. What do you call that word? God damn it! I need ginkgo biloba. What's their paycheck? What their what? No, what's the deal? Their deal was $75 million each, and it cost $500 million to make. And you're like, and you're like, don't even know about the movie. And then you'll see Netflix put out like The Toilet Chronicles, and it's like all the rage, and everyone talks about it, and it costs $8 to make. And fucking Kato Kaelin is hosting it. I'd watch The Toilet Chronicles, honestly, with Kato Kaelin before I'd watch that fucking bullshit Timothy Sports Chalet shit. But anyway, I was watching what? Quote, I don't know. Paycheck, what? Contract. What's your salary? Yes, dude. Salary. So close to celery, but it's salary. And also, gold is measured in carats, and that's carats. Didn't realize how much money had to do with vegetation. But anyway, dude, I put up this clip the other day. It was the last episode of Congratulations, and it went stupid viral about how I don't know what's going on in Gaza, so I can't have an opinion. And it is just crazy how if you don't have an opinion, what you're doing to some people is it is so weird how people react to that. I don't know. That's what people react to. I don't know. And then they get mad and they say, well, you have privilege. Dude, okay, I understand that there's privilege, I guess, but also, life's hard for different people in different ways, okay? Also, life isn't, look, it's mostly the liberals that talk about privilege, okay? And they also believe that mental health is real. So what the fuck does privilege matter if in your head you think everything is bonkers? Yes, figured it out, dude! What's privilege matter when you aren't who you are in society? You are who you are in your head. Yes! Anyway, dude. He's deep in the beans, but it's all good. I am doing, my lower back hurts. There, I said it. And you know, that's just going to happen every now and then, right? It's just going to happen. I was at the gym the other day, and this guy, I'm doing pull-ups or chin-up. I can't remember which one's which. The hard one, but I make it look easy. Anyway, I'm doing the thing, right? That chin-ups or pull-ups. You know, and I'm doing it. And then, you know, I'm doing it with you do the chin-ups on the bar or on the thing with the cables too. So if someone wants to do cables, you know, if I'm doing chin-ups, they want to do cables. I go, yeah, do the cables. You do cables and work in with me. You do cables, and then I'll after you do the cables, I'll jump up. I'll do my set. Then you do your set. Okay. So I'm doing the chin-ups. A guy jacked to high heaven comes up and he starts doing cables. Now, he doesn't ask me, but I have no issue with that because he's using them when I'm not using them. And also, who fucking cares anyway, right? People are super weird about the gym. So he's doing his cables, and then I go up and do my chin-ups after that. And then he does more cables. And then I am like, are you going to do your set or can I do another one? And he's like, oh, you're working in here? And I was like, well, yeah. And in my head, I'm like, I was working here and then you came in, but whatever, right? So he says, oh, yeah, go ahead. So I did mine, stopped. Then he went to go do his cross chest thing. And he said to me, you know, there's another chin-up bar over there if you want to use that one. And when he pointed to it, I looked, which I already knew it was there, and it's also attached to the fucking more cables. So I'm like, oh, yeah. And then I look at him and I say, I don't like that one over there. I want to use this one. And he says, oh, yeah, I don't care. And I'm like, what happened, dude? Those kinds of things, to me, are astounding, okay? Okay, the only acceptable answer here, is if he didn't know that I was working in there first. That's it. And even still, it's weird. It's not that weird, but it's a little weird because it doesn't matter. Fuck. I don't understand people, but whatever, it is what it is. What's better than home-cooked meals? Dude, yeah, fuck, man. Restaurants fuck up everything almost. And I'll tell you what, dude. Is it love? Is it love that makes? I know they say that love is the secret ingredient. I know, but dude, the food when made at home is just fantastic. And you know what? I don't want anyone explaining it to me. I don't want. Well, because in restaurants that dude, you know what happened to me? Well, I was about to fly home from. This is actually the craziest thing. It all happened in my head, and it was one of the craziest moments of my life. Well, yeah. I mean, if I had maybe, I'll tell you what, it was the most mental crazy moments I've had in my life. Not things that actually happened, because nothing actually happened. It was just me thinking. I was at the airport. I was about to come back from Springfield, Missouri, okay? I was waiting at the airport, kind of like in and out of this sleep state, okay? And then I decided, you have the thing where you're like, okay, I guess I'm going to wake up. I'm done with that. I guess I'm going to be an awake guy now, okay? So I wake up and I realize I feel great, okay? And I don't mean physically. I mean actually mentally. I mean, like, I feel happy is what it is. I feel like I have it all. I feel lucky. I feel grateful, okay? This is what I'm thinking. And I go, wow. Whatever was happening when I was sleeping a little bit made me feel so mentally good that I feel hopeful, beautiful, and I go like this. I don't think that I've ever felt like this. Genuinely. I don't think I've ever felt this, and I don't mean, look, happiness comes and goes, and your kid gets a thing, you get happy, you get to see your mom after a long time, you're happy, your brother gets a big win, you get happy. I get that, but what I'm saying is, the pure happiness and content I felt for just no reason. I just really kind of realized that I kind of had everything that I wanted, and it was beautiful. It was beautiful. It was such an awesome feeling. And mentally I got there, right? Because nothing actually happened. I just woke up. And I go like this, wow, dude. And then I thought, what if this was just how a lot of people's baseline was? And I go, oh man, that sucks for me. And I go, ha-ta-ta. Let's hook back into the happy feeling. And I was able to feel that again. I lost track of it like a little bit. I just go, up, no, don't go down that road. And then my whole feeling changed. I went from happy to, that sucks, I'm not like that, dread. And then I immediately, because I was just at happy, I go, nah, I'm going back through this door, going to happy. And then I felt it again. And I'm in my head, I'm like, whoa, I have to remember this. I have to feel this. And I have to feel this as long as I can. And I said, well, now that you know what it was? It was the purest happiness I've ever felt. That's what it was. It wasn't necessarily the most, but if you're 100% and you can be 100% happy, this was the 100% tile, right? Whatever was involved in my thoughts, it was only happiness. It was filled with happiness, not other things, okay? So I'm sitting there thinking, and I'm just and I'm at the airport, which is the worst place. So I say, it's not really the circle. Dude, I'm going home to see my kids and my family and my wife. I'm happy about that. But like in this moment, I'm at one of the worst places, and in Missouri. Okay, so I'm like, there's no reason to feel this way. I'm gonna remember how this feels, and then I go, remember that, Chris. And then they're like, boarding flight, whatever it is. We're going to get right into it. We're going to do boarding pre-boarding. And then you see I look up and everybody is just waiting in line. And I know they're not all pre-boarding. And I go, well, lucky for me, I'm happy. And that doesn't affect me. And I was able to block that feeling and stay happy. And I go, man, maybe I could do this all the time. And it's been 4 days since that feeling. And I'm here to tell you, I can't. It's too hard. And that's sad. Now, do I feel that? Can I feel it again? I can. It was like I unlocked something. But you just have to focus on that, I guess. I don't know. But the whole thing is, what I'm trying to say is, I don't know if my baseline is correct. You know, that whole thing where it's just like, you ever hear quotes where you go, really resonate you, and then it like the whole thing, like life is surviving through the struggle, or whatever that one is. It's just like, oh, fuck, God damn it. Yeah, kind of is, huh? Maybe the answer is getting a queen fucking bed, you know? How about Kimmel, dude? This whole thing about Kimmel is just, it's all just, you know, who's that person that got fired off The Mandalorian, the Gina Carano or something? What did she say? Because now everyone is like, Jimmy Kimmel made the look. But didn't she say something like the Holocaust didn't, like, it's just, she's a denier or something? I can't remember. Whatever it was, Disney or whoever fired her for what she said a long time ago, and it was and it was a liberal thing. Liberals were like, "Fuck this! She can't say this. She needs to lose her job." And now Jimmy Kimmel goes on to the Jimmy Kimmel show, and he talks about, made a kind of a joke about Charlie Kirk dying and how Trump reacted to it, which was a joke. I mean, it's his. And then he got fired. Well, he got suspended, and now he's back, right? Which is it's cool. He's back. I don't, you know, the whole free speech thing. Of course, America is cool. It's awesome how you could say whatever you want. But that's great. And that's one of the core principles of this country, and it's a beautiful thing. And then there are also companies. That's the thing. Like, you can't go on Instagram, which is owned by Facebook, and say, fuck this type of race. They'll just delete it. And people will be like, what about free speech? And it's like, yeah, that's Facebook. It's not America, it's Facebook. They don't, that's a company. It's going to affect their bottom line, okay? Now, Jimmy Kimmel saying this thing again, which, yeah, it's free speech. He can say, I guess that's why he doesn't go to jail when he says that, right? That's really what it is. So Disney, though, or whoever the fuck, I think it was Disney and ABC, and they were just like, okay, well, we're going to suspend it because what he said was, I don't know what they even said. I guess they said it was insensitive, which I didn't think it was even honestly really a big deal. But he's been very liberal, and my whole thing is, don't, you know, there's Tonight Show people, it's just like, just do jokes and stuff about, I guess, you know, you want to make fun of the president, make fun of the president. I think that that's just always going to be kind of what it is. But when you're trying to, like, convince people to be a certain way with ideology or politically, I'm just like, dude, turn it off. I just am glad that this company has decided to not back down. They reinstated him. Of course, they you know, there was a few days where he wasn't doing his show because they had to have discussions, and that's good. By the way, I don't even know what that Gina girl said or whatever. But that was Disney's choice to fire her. And it just sucks when somebody gets fired for, I guess, for what they say. I mean, there is hate speech, though. And Jimmy Kimmel certainly wasn't doing hate speech. Look, I don't agree with Jimmy Kimmel mostly ever. I'm just thinking about this in a, it seems like I'm trying to think of it in the most logical way, I mean, when Jimmy Kimmel's up there crying and doing all that shit, it's like, all right, bro, And I don't think I always kind of had a sour taste in my mouth about Jimmy Kimmel because way back when we did the Justin Bieber roast, I'll never forget this dude. Jimmy Kimmel tweeted, "Congrats to," and he wrote everybody on the roast that was on the whole roast except for me. And I go, what the fuck? I didn't even see it because I mean, he tagged everybody. And then the only reason why I saw it is somebody said, "Wow, fuck Chris D'Elia, huh?" And I go, Jimmy Kimmel, that sucks, dude. I always think everyone hates me, though. Great. Anyway, it's good to see him back on the air, I think, because look, if you're going to watch someone, that's the thing. I don't like when Trump is like, yeah, he has no talent. It's like, dude, what are you talking? Well, first of all, what is talent? Talent makes people want to watch you if you're in entertainment. If that's what talent is, people do watch him. I don't agree with what Jimmy Kimmel says most of the time, but some of the time I do, I guess. I don't know. But whatever. It's just like it's so weird how everything is politicized. And then you go on Instagram and you post a clip about how you say, I don't really know what's going on in Gaza, and they call you privileged and they say you're a piece of shit. So really there's no win. What the fuck is this? This is so funny. NASA is investigating what may be the first crime in outer space. Oh, geez. What happened? They impersonated a fucking Zorzablat. With astronaut Anne McClain accused of identity theft and improperly accessing her estranged wife's private financial records while on the ISS. Oh, shit. And then this guy writes, lesbians responsible for 100% of all space crime. Oh, shit. What if you found out it was only a lesbian thing? We gotta keep the lesbians on Earth. Once they get out of the stratosphere, they go rogue. That's like that Jim Jeffries bit where it's just like, I don't care. He's good, but he's great. I don't care to remember it because I'll fuck it all up. What? What's that? Oh, old episode of oh yeah, because who's the guy? Oh yes, Six Lack, the black Six Lack guy. That's who it was. He's gonna decapitate someone one day. Anyway, we called an episode 7 Hriss. I was at the hotel. Oh wait, no, this was actually in town. And I'm like, God, dude. I went to take Calvin to school. It was a beautiful day. You wake up, you take Calvin to school, and then you go, I'm awake, bro. Like as a comic, you don't get many days where you're like, I'm fucking awake and let's go at 8 a.m., right? But it was 8 a.m. I take Calvin to school. I go to get coffee and I go, let's go. I go, you know what I'm going to do? Go to the gym. What the fuck? That's unheard of for Crystal to go to the gym at fucking 8:30. Went, okay? Got coffee, went, all right? In the middle of the workout, I go, oh, fuck. I can't wake up, have coffee, and then work out because I'm gonna shit everywhere. Ran to the bathroom, unloaded, and then came back and finished the workout. something about them morning bowels. I always say too in this show, I got to stop talking about bowel movements, and I don't, and I won't. I guess that's just the true me. I talk about what I want to talk about, dude. I talk about shitting so much. Okay. Anyway, oh, did you see the thing where Cameron kicked the guy out of the fucking thing? For the guy kept hitting on Antonio. Is it a boxer? What is he? He kept on hitting on the girl on his talk show. What is that show that fucking Cameron and Mace have? By the way, what is? Why does it? It looks so weird. It's like, is it a late night? Is it a podcast? The fuck are they doing? Who is it? Religious even? Like, why does it feel religious? They're always like dressed up and shit. And Mace stopped rapping because he found the Lord or whatever. And thank God he did, because he was hanging out with fucking Diddy. But anyway, that whole set is like weird. Hey, how about how podcasts can just have like $1 trillion sets now? Dude, get a fucking camera and just put it up. What the fuck? Remember when Andrew Schultz made his popular guy, his podcast got popular, and then he was like, "Okay, now I'm gonna have a whole Tonight Show set," and then every podcaster now has like the fucking. It's like they're on the fucking Warner Brothers lot. Dude, get a camera. Don't get a tripod. Put books up. Put the camera up on the books and start fucking talking, dude. These well-produced podcasts are insane. So anyway, Cameron and Mace have a podcast because of course they do. And it looks like it's like the Johnny Carson show thing. And anyway, there's a girl on it too. And they have a guest on it too. Because of course they do. And the guest is like, damn, you fine. You keep saying to the lady, and Cameron's like, you got to stop. You got to stop. You got to stop doing that. Because, I don't want you to be hitting on her, because I told you her boyfriend is here. And you got to respect her boyfriend. And my thing is like, yeah, also respect her. Because she was just sitting there like, ha, 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 ha. You know what I mean? That's the thing about guys they don't get sometimes, where you're hitting on a girl and you're like, yeah, she likes it. And she's just fucking, yeah, but go away. And so this guy's like, damn, you fine as hell. And then Cameron finally is like, you got it. Did you put it up here or no? Did you find it? They're like, you got it. You got to go. You got to go. And then Cameron pulls out, this is the blackest thing I've ever seen in my life, okay? And by the way, by blackest, I mean also most Italian. Because let's face it, Italians and blacks are the same, dude. They are I'm Italian, okay? So whenever I say, oh man, it's so crazy, black people do this, I go, so do Italians, man. Think about it. Pinky rings. Right? Emotional. Loud in the movie theater. Italians. They're all the same. So it's like, anyway, he pulls out a bag of money. He goes, I'm going to pay you for your time. Get out of here. And gives him a stack of money. And the guy takes the money and leaves. Dude. And I'm like, you don't have to pay him though. Just kick him out. That's pretty. I always like to kick someone out and pay them. I would get kicked out. I just keep hitting on her, so I get money. Get some. I'm just trying to get some money now. Sup, dude? I'm me on that show now. Sup? You want to suck my dick? Oh, you want me to get out of here? All right, cool. Well, I happen to know you gave the other guy $10K, so want to get horizontal, sweetie? No, I'll stay then. You found it? No? Oh, this is it? It's not a blue link, but... It's not a blue link. Oh, it's up? Under what camera? Oh, here it is. The TikTok one. Okay, here it is.
Got a special guest introducing AB.
I'm mesmerized by style. I did that good in person.
This guy's a boxer, right? Isn't he? I don't really know.
But you look so good in person.
Thank you.
For real. Hey, you look like that singer, and you know who I'm talking about. I'm pretty sure you heard it before.
Well, you ready for football?
Stat.
You know?
All right, you told me to stop. My bad, bro. You're amazing.
All right, hey, we gonna have to ask you to go, my nigga. I mean, I have to ask you to go, man. I'm gonna pay you for your time.
A reverend, dressed like a reverend.
I love you, my nigga.
I'm not
A reverend.
doing it again.
Yeah, no. I can't. I asked you the first time. I don't have no problems with you, but I'm gonna pay you for your time.
Oh, dude, this is seen so many movies, dude. You don't need to pay the guy to fucking leave, you know? He thinks he's so fucking Italian. I'm gonna do it right. I'm gonna do him right. I'm gonna kick him out, but I'm gonna give him $10K. I'm gonna do him right.
But I appreciate it, bro. You gotta step out.
Oh, not even Mike.
Yeah, no problem.
I mean, you know, at the end, yeah, no problem. He said to him, gave him money. Dude, I love how everybody wants to be fucking. There's been too many Italian movies and mafia movies, you know? There just has been too many. That now everybody kind of feels that, like, yo, you know, if some shit went down, you know, I would do the right thing, right? Just, you know, I know legally sometimes you brush up against the law, but also morally you got to do the right thing, and you got to make sure people understand that you mean business when you mean business, you know. And you're just like a fucking. It's like, you know what it's like? It's like in the Charlie Kirk funeral memorial thing. Erika Kirk's speech was beautiful. I mean, she just really stepped into it and just was inspirational, strong. I mean, you look at that woman and you're like, God damn, that is just a great example of a person, you know? And then that guy gets up there and starts talking about wielding the sword to evil, you know? And you're like, oh yeah, but this is a funeral though, dude? This is actually a memorial. And he's just like, you wield the sword against evil because they're coming for us. Dude, even Charlie Kirk was in the fucking casket just like, dude. I debate, dude. The fucking, what was the guy's name who talked about wielding the sword? The bald guy? Steve what? Miller? Dude, that guy was out of line, dude. He just goes, you wield the sword against evil because they're coming. Hey, dude. Hey, guy. Who? That's why I don't like when people start talking about evil. I think it's a misdirected thing because it makes it feel like this thing that either isn't human, right? Like if evil overcomes you, it's this thing that a human is incapable of. Humans do human shit, and part of that stuff is awful stuff. I think calling it evil is like putting it at arm's length when it's like we should be responsible as humans for that stuff. And then, you know, the fact that Or you're saying it's this supernatural thing that, you know, is just, that's also bullshit. But hey, wielding the sword is such a stupid thing to say at a funeral. Also, what are you talking about? You're wearing a tie. Like, what are who's wielding the sword? Okay, so you're not being literal. Okay, then stick to what's literal. This is a fucking memorial for a guy who shouldn't have been killed because all he did was debate people. It's so weird, dude. Like, you know, you look at the right, and the right is like, oh man, these liberals are violent, and these liberals do that, and it's like, yes, but you don't. It's like anyone that's too much in power, bro. start talking about the wielding the sword and how God anointed them to be the people in power. It's fucking dick nose shit. You know what I mean? Those parties with the fucking masks and the dick nose shit. It's just too much, man. But, you know, at least I felt happiness in Springfield, Missouri at the airport. My wife was like, I got home last night from Springfield. Oh, dude, and I get so tired. You know how your parents used to be like, oh, man, I'm so tired. And you used to be like, pussy. And now I'm just like, fuck. Okay, it happened. 45 years old. I think I held out pretty good. Okay? 45. Because my dad was saying that shit when he was like 38. Your mom would be like, oh, you pussy. You'd be like, pussy. But I got home last night and I just go, hell, you know what I want to do when I come home? And I don't like this because a lot of like women will say this. And it's weird. Like women will be like, I just want to turn my brain off. And you're like, no, you don't, dude. You know what I want? I just want a night where I turn my brain off. That became coined, and now people are like, I want a man who will take me on a date, take care of everything. I want to turn my brain off. Everything is to turn her brain off. And I'm using that right now, okay? Because when I'm in fucking Tulsa flying and I get laid over in Phoenix, have to stay the night in Phoenix, and then the next day wake up early again, go to Tulsa, then do the show, and then I don't get sleep the whole time, and then I fly home. When I come home, what I want to do is say hi to my wife, say hi to my kids, and I want to be with them, and I want to turn my brain off, okay? Like a chick. I just want to turn my fucking brain off, right? And as I'm driving home from Springfield, Missouri, my wife texts me, I am watching the Charlie Kirk Memorial, and I am bawling my eyes out. And immediately I think, I'll be home in 45 minutes. How long is that Charlie Kirk thing? Because I need her to finish it, be done crying, and some space after that so she's not activated emotionally and I can just get home and turn my fucking brain off. And then I realize that thing's going to be all day. And I'm like, fuck, driving home. And she's like, oh my God, will you watch this with me? And I go, look, it's a shame Charlie Kirk died. He should not have. I think that he was a great human, all right? When people are like, he is hateful, I've seen none of that, okay? Show it to me. So I'm like, all right, I don't want to be sad, right? I don't want to go home, watch Erika Kirk's speech, and be sad because I'm already tired and was in Missouri. So I don't write back because I'm like, I'm just gonna pretend like that didn't happen. Okay. I get home. Now the kids, they run up to me. Hey, Dad, yeah. No, she was watching the thing, and I go, oh, awesome. Yeah. Oh, hey, guys. It's, the evening. I got to put the kids to bed. I'm going to go put the kids to bed. My wife's still watching Charlie Kirk stuff, and I'm just like, dude, what's up with women, man? They just want to cry. They just want to get the tears out. It's like they're like, let's see how many tears I have in my life. Till dust comes out. When are you going to cry? How much are you going to cry? Till dust comes out. You see all the reality TV shows, all the women on the shit, they're crying and yelling and shit. Till dust comes out? I don't want to cry. Shh. So she's like, after you put the kids to bed, will you come watch this with me? And in my head, I just go, in my head, I clench my teeth and go, no. Okay. But I go, oh, I don't know. Let me put the kids to bed. And then, so I put them to bed and it's beautiful, dude. It's fun. I'm like, Billy's being silly. Calvin's talking about a book he wants to read. We read a book. And I come down and it's 9:50. And I say, and it's just what the guys talk about, wielding a sword, And I say, hey, babe, I'll watch this with you, but I'm so tired and I just don't want to do this right now. So I'd rather watch something and just and I said, turn my brain off and chill. So if you're going to watch this, I'll just go upstairs. But I love you. And she says, okay. So I was like, fuck yeah, dude. All right. So I'm like, what the hell are we going to watch down here then? And then I realized she didn't change the channel. And I thought, oh, she took that as, okay, go upstairs, do what you want. So I'm like, a little bit like, oh, fuck, man. Well, I kind of want to hang because I just got home from the thing, but all right. So I'm going to go to bed. So I go upstairs, go to bed at 10. I put on an episode of Black Rabbit and I just go, nah, turn off. All right. And then I wake up at 7:30 to take Cal to school or whatever. Calvin's in my bed. Kristen is not anywhere. So I go, what the fuck? She's probably in Calvin's bed. Calvin ran in here when he was sleeping, sort of scared or something. So I look at the phone that goes off because it's time to take Calvin to school. I look at Calvin and I go, nah, fuck that. And I put the phone down and I went back to sleep till 9:30. Didn't take him to school. Lucky him, dude. So then we all wake up and I go, I'm going to take Calvin to school. He's going to be late. I had no sleep this weekend and I got so much last night and I'm so fucking happy about it. She says, okay. So I go take him to school. Then I go get coffee and I'm like, Monday, Monday, la, 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 it's today, or whatever the fuck it thing is. And I'll always be drinking coffee, then I'll work out, then I'll fucking get a protein shake, la, la, whatever it fucking goes. I try to ignore all the trainers to get me doing free sessions so they can hook me into a deal. Da-da, da-da-da, Monday. So I'm in the gym now. Drank coffee. No, I'm not in the gym. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm drinking the coffee. When you coming back? To my wife, and I go, huh? I say, soon. I'll get you coffee. Get her a coffee. Come home, doing husbandly duty shit. Getting her, took the kid to school late, yeah, whoops. Got her a mocha latte, came home, and I'll be damned. She's rewatching the Charlie Kirk Memorial. Till Dusk comes out. And I'm like, oh no. And she says, I want you to watch this with me. It's fucking 10 a.m., dude. And I say, babe, I will watch this with you, but I don't want to watch this right now. I have to go to the gym. And she says, but I feel like, I won't really want you to. Will you watch it now? I feel like called to have you watch this. And I go, how long is it? She says, half hour. Two things. Half hour, it's too long. The second thing is, if she said half hour, it's an hour. I lost. What can I do at this moment? Men, husbands, what can I do at this moment? Whoops, I'm fucked. So I say, okay. And I sit down and I watch the part where they talk about how great Charlie Kirk was, and then the part where she comes out. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to watch her cry about her husband. It's 10:20 a.m. on a Monday, and I just want to fucking go work out. And I was just in Missouri, and I felt that moment of happiness. And I was in Tulsa before that, and I got to meet two very cool people that came to my show, Carl Lentz and Laura Lentz. And now I have to watch this shit. And I don't want to cry, but I know I'm going to, because this is the saddest thing ever that happened. He had two little ones. Fuck. So she plays it. And Erika Kirk's talking, and she gives a great speech. And I did cry. Fuck. And I felt it. And she also cried, my wife, again. And that's fine. But I'm just like, I guess I compartmentalize, dude, you know? Because like when I see bad stuff happen in the world, I go, oh God, I don't want to see that. I don't want to know about it. I don't want to, you know? And yeah, people then say, oh, it's privilege. And then I go, okay, but you know, not everybody knows about everything. So are we even supposed to know about all the shit that happens? You know? So, I guess just, you know, it was nice to have that moment at the airport where I was super happy. And I was thinking, when I was happy, I was thinking about my family, you know. I don't like to be sad. I do not like it, dude. You know how therapists are like, well, you have to feel all your emotions. There's a part of me that just wants to be like, nah, fuck you, dude. I'll just be happy and then sometimes mad, but never sad. Dude, what are your 5 emotions? Excited, hungry, and mad. That's my 3 emotions. Sadness? No. Let's go to madness. Let's be happy 10% of the time. Mad, 90% of the time, and never sad, and hungry, because kind of in perpetuity, because it's like I can't ever stop fucking. You got to keep eating like you're a fucking great white or something, dude. It's so annoying how much we have to eat, and we just keep shitting. Come on, bodies. Figure it. How long we've been alive? Evolution, dude. You know what I'm talking about? You know how hardcore evolution is? Remember, we were fish, dude. We were fucking tadpoles in the water. And then we were monkeys, and we were fucking bent over we'd be bent over with our asses out, just displayed, and women would be just bent over, displayed, and just their tits all out dangling, hairy all over. Men would just be like struggling to make fire, and then they made fire. And the whole time we're just eating and shitting. And then you want to get to the point where it's like, okay, now we made houses and clothes and cell phones and things orbit the earth. People have been to space, dude. And we still have to eat all the time and also shit and wipe our asses? That's so fucked up, dude. Evolution. Fix that. Dude, I'd give up, PlayStation 5. What the fuck? I'd give up LASIK. Let's figure out how to stop having shit come out of our ass, dude. Hey, evolution, stop. We were fucking, we had little short arms and tails and shit. Way billions of years ago. And I still fucking got to eat Roots grain bars and then poop them out in a fucking toilet. That's horse shit. So it's like, that's just really, that makes me think that there's a simulation that we're experiencing. And whoever the power that be is, they're just like, keep them shitting. Keep them shitting. Makes us money. You know, whoever it is. Keep them eating and shitting. It makes us money. We get kickbacks from Applebee's. We get kickbacks from Applebee's, Chili's, and McDonald's, and then also fucking Bounty. So we get kickbacks. So we want them to eat and shit and wipe. That's what we want. So there we go. And we're just in the fucking pods, just hooked in, thinking we're, you know, on a toilet shit. Fuck, whatever. It's just, you know, this is I don't know. What is this podcast, honestly? But it is what it is, and I know. I appreciate you. I'll be in Pensacola. I'll be in New Orleans. I'll be in Oslo. I got international dates. Go to chrislea.com. Thank you very much for listening. Appreciate you. Subscribe and like. Thank you.